Well, why do you think wars happen? Because there's good guys and bad guys. Is that what you believe? That some people are good and some people are bad, and they have a little fight, and the good guys always win because they write the history books and they were the good guys. No bad guys ever won a war. Funny that. And then we just talk about it afterwards that the good guys did this amazing thing, and all this money was printed out of thin air to blow the fuck out somebody somewhere else, and it was all done for a righteous reason, and everybody's good and freedom and democracy. Is that what you believe? Are you a dummy?
No, but I don't know what actually starts a war. But there's been wars throughout years and years and years. So,
all right. So in general, wars, the goal of war is to obtain influence over a foreign populace, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So what did I say earlier about the dollar being the safest and why people think the dollar is the safest? Why is the dollar the safest?
The dollar is the safest because
you said that.
Because
and I said that's not entirely incorrect
because America is bullies.
That's right.
All right.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
Right. Get a pen and paper because you're following your streams this week. I'm giving you the topics of your streams this week. I've had enough of your.
I gotta go to Jamaica.
Shut up. I've had enough of ignoring every single video.
I'm going to Jamaica.
Every time a video of you appears on Twitter, I have to scroll straight past it because it's you being a jackass.
What did you recently see?
I'm sick of it.
What did you recently see?
You play video games.
What did you recently?
Nobody.
I just dropped my. That's good. That's inspiring people to be in the gym. Man,
your next stream
what's the point of doing that, though? You're not understanding. What's the point of doing that? What's the point of doing a stream about money? Why me?
To educate.
But I'm not the person to do that. I know nothing.
You are.
I need to be educated.
Because if a dumbass like you can understand money, also, I think it would be quite interesting for the other dumbasses at home to watch a dumbass plunder his way and plod his way.
Welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet.
Like
that's what the internet is.
To work out how money works.
That's what the internet is, Mr. Tate. That's what the internet is.
Aiden.
It's a bunch of degeneracy.
Plod through and work out money, and hopefully you'll drag a few people along with you. Because once people at home understand how money works, inflation works, taxes work, they understand Bitcoin, they'll understand where CBDCs are coming from and how that's going to destroy all our lives. Then they'll understand why we're at constant war. You could actually genuinely help society if you educate people on these subjects.
So I have a question.
So you're following streams about them.
I got a question. Is it good? Is it good that I influence my community to buy crypto or no?
Write down gold standard. I want you to read about the gold standard.
Yes or no?
That.
Yes or no to that question? Well,
it's not a yes or no question, sir.
How? If I'm telling people you have it written on the board to get into Bitcoin and Ethereum, how is that? I'm curious. Why can't you answer that question?
Well, firstly, you said to buy crypto. You didn't say Bitcoin or Ethereum, and there's a lot of cryptos.
I literally said
and you're
ETH.
Now trying to change the question.
No, I said
so firstly, your question
I said Bitcoin to ETH. No.
Firstly,
if I have a question, no, listen.
Second question.
No.
Now that you've asked
answer
me a
my question.
I will answer.
Answer my question. Thank you.
I'll answer, but you changed the question. I want to make it clear that I am ultimately perspicacious.
I will ask it. 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 I have to turn my fucking game.
Again as a professional.
If I tell my viewers to purchase Bitcoin and Ethereum, is that good or bad in helping society?
Helping society can be argued. Whether it's good or bad, once again, depends on the individual circumstances of the person. If you only have $10, you shouldn't be buying Bitcoin. What you should be doing, however, is understanding that God's light is truth and knowledge, and sunlight is the best disinfectant, and that the demons operate in the dark. And the only reason this world's so is because most people don't understand how anything works. So the best thing you should do is not tell your viewers to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. You should sit down and do a stream on money, on the gold standard, on inflation, on taxes. You should talk about these things instead, because when people start to understand them, then they will be able to make a more conscious decision regarding the politics they choose and the wars they perhaps support. So we can go down the buying Bitcoin, Ethereum path, but that's a very separate one. For now, what you need to do is educate people at home to make their own choices.
Yeah.
That's how you help the world, Adin. Remember
Yeah.
when I told you you need to get in shape to inspire people? You've done that a little bit now. You're down from 40% body fat to 35% body fat. Congratulations. Now it's time for you to educate people on the system they operate their lives within and how they actually are. I know, listen, I know you get paid $50 million a year to just do all, but the average person stands no chance of getting rich ever. They're not going to be able to afford a house, not going to be able to pay for their bills. They can't afford groceries. Inflation's rampant. Everything's out of control. They're getting by the tax man. And it's your job to explain to them why this is happening, because there's no light without dark. And for people like you, little to get overpaid, and people like me, kings of the world, to be paid a fair share of $1 million a week, other people have to suffer. That's how it works. We're rich and successful, others are not. So you need to explain to them why they're not, so they can change it. You
believe you're worth $1 million a week.
Minimum, bro. Top G.
You are not worth $1 million a week to say that I'm not worth 50 million a year. I'll be honest. Playing video games, I get it. Building up a community and doing what I like to do, but you're not worth $1 million a week if there's people that can struggle for rent. I'm sorry, you're not either. Life's not fair, bro. You're not worth $1 million a week. If people can't even pay their rent and do like that, I'm sorry, bro. You're not worth $1 million a week. No, you're not. That's the world is fucked up. The world is crooked. Question. But I agree with that. I just said last week. I said last week it's not fair.
That's interesting. So how do you derive the value of a product? How do you derive the value of a stock, a person, a product, a Bitcoin, a car, a house? Who decides what the price is?
Look, man, I'm a streamer, bro. I don't know anything about any of this stuff. But what I will tell you is this. I'm going back to what I'm saying. You're not meant to be rich. I'm not meant to be rich. I just think that the poor should not be poor. And if there's ways to just change that, then that's what I'm on. But I don't think doing all this has any way of impacting that. You know why? Because I'm not powerful above this. Do you understand?
You think that educating people is not going to help? Is that your life philosophy?
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
The system operates.
So why don't you educate people? Why don't you educate the people? So it doesn't work. It's not working though.
That we should change it.
But Andrew, that's not working. It's not working.
How are you going to change a system you don't even understand?
It's not working. Clearly, if you're trying to educate people, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I mean, think about it. How is it working in our society?
No, there's a lot of people who do understand, but you have a different audience to mine. You have different viewers than me, and I want as many people as possible on the good fight. So I'm telling you things you should talk about, research, and learn. And for you to sit here and say that we should change the system when you don't even understand the system.
But I'm saying how unfair it is. It's not fair that I sit down and make millions of dollars. People are struggling to be ends meet. But it's also not fair that you get paid. Right. You said $1 million a week. Fair.
So all right,
thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
To learn why the world. Don't you agree?
Yeah, but I understand that. I understand
no,
the
you
world.
Don't understand
no,
that.
I do know that.
Fucking anything, Adin.
I do understand that, though.
You have a fucking clue what's going on.
No, but I do understand how the world's not fair. But do you understand that no matter what I say or do, it's not going to change anything?
What kind of pussy ass defeatist attitude is that?
It's not even like that, though.
It doesn't matter what I do. I'm just going to play video games. I'm not going to sit and try and tell people how the system works. I'm not going to educate anyone.
These people watch me. These people watch me for that. They don't watch me. They don't watch me for any of that stuff.
What's the point in me saying how anything works?
That's what I built. I built that.
You didn't even start. You gave up before you started.
Not at all.
Why can't you do one stream on money and how it works and just educate yourself in real time along with your viewers?
Because there's so many loopholes to that. You have to also understand, you're ignorant in many ways too. When you think that it's very easy to overcome certain addictions, you never clearly had a drug addiction before. When you were basically saying something like, oh man, just don't do the pills or don't do that, but you don't know what people have been through. There's a lot. Addiction is really strong. So there's things you're ignorant to, just how there's things I'm ignorant to. I don't know anything about these topics, but I made that very clear. So when you're throwing these things at me that I have no idea what they are, I'm being attacked because I have no idea. And I'm telling you that, but you're still making me basically portrayed to be this piece of shit and sound defeated because I don't know how to stop these things. That's not my job. I don't know how to do it.
I'm not telling you to stop these things. I'm not telling you to go raid the Federal Reserve, Adin. What I'm saying is there's a law about the world you do not understand, and your worldview will change if you understand said subjects. And the people at home will benefit from learning about these things.
That's fine.
And you should educate yourself in real time on stream.
But Andrew, if somebody wants to learn, if somebody, but Andrew, if somebody wants to, it's not that.
And learn all about addiction.
Andrew, it's not that.
How you can't stop taking
but Andrew, if somebody wants to, Andrew, if somebody wants to make money, they can YouTube it. They can YouTube that. They can YouTube that. They can YouTube that. But they can YouTube that.
Help people at home. Here's your subjects.
Okay, so can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question. How does learning that, bro, I don't understand. How does me learning any of that gonna help? I don't understand. All you guys saying, Adin, you don't watch me for financial advice. I'm sorry, you don't. You don't watch me for financial advice. You do not. You watch me for my content, for my degeneracy, and that's what you guys watch me for. I'm sorry, guys, but he's basically portraying this onto me to make me look bad and bring me down with him. He is. You don't watch me for this stuff. If I literally do streams, oh, guys, here's how the US dollar works. You guys are going to spam Z's. You guys are going to be like, this is Quilly and all this. Adin unfollowing. Unfollow me then. You don't watch me for that stuff. You look at me. I barely graduated high school. I'm very, very, very sure you guys will not watch me for financial advice. If you want to watch Andrew Tate, go watch Andrew Tate for financial advice. If he's such a financial, come on, bro. Tate motivated me to get in the gym. He inspired me to get in the gym. But I'm not going to sit here and get shat on for that, bro. Y'all don't watch me for financial advice. I'm a puppet. I just admitted that I believe that there's funneling going on in the country. I got cornered into conversations I don't know what I'm talking about. Huge L, I don't care. I don't care. If you think I'm an L, don't watch me. Bro, you got to understand, what was that going to do for you? It's not going to do anything. Bro, I'm sorry, but it's not. Because I don't know myself. So to yell instead of sit down and be like, yo, Adin, this is that, this is this, this is that. It's a lot different. It's a lot different. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a lot different. Ego, it's not ego at all. I'm admitting my ignorance. I'm admitting that I don't know anything. I'm admitting that I'm not educated on certain topics. My ego is not hurt. You guys just love to just play the card where he says, you're not worth 50 million. I know I'm not. I made that very clear. It's not okay that I make $50 million. If I do make that. I'm not confirming or denying. But it's not fair that he makes $1 million a week. It's not fair that people make millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars and people can barely struggle to work 9 to 5 jobs. But don't just pick your battles. Be consistent. That's all. Y'all do not watch me to get rich. I'm sorry, y'all don't. Y'all watch me to be entertained. Y'all watch me when you're not doing it. So if y'all want me to be on my financial advice, I will change. Is that what you guys want? You guys want me to dedicate my next 4 streams into those topics? I will. Guess what it's going to do? It's not going to do anything because in this world, you got to get it on your own. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is, chat. You guys don't all want that. I know you guys don't. You guys are being hard-headed right now. I'm admitting I'm ignorant to all that shit, bro. But it's just stupid. Do not look up to anybody but God. Do you understand? Don't look up to another man besides God. Don't turn to me and look at me like a god. Do not look up to me. I'm a up. Do you understand? I got super lucky to be where I'm at today. I put hard work in. I put a lot of hours in. But there's people that work way harder than me. And there's people that have way better contribution to society than me. I'm lucky. And I'm realizing that. What do I do with my money? What do I do with whatever I make, whatever? I try to always bless and give back to people that are in need. I try to do that all the time. But putting eyes on me and trying to make me play God is crazy. People know what type of streamer I've been a streamer like this for 4 years. I'm not going to switch my content up
No, I'm not doing that. It's not an ego thing. Stop choosing sides. Everybody has ego, but admitting where you're wrong, admitting what you're misinformed of is the first step. I am standing on business. If you don't want to watch me anymore, don't watch me. I did it and said nothing wrong. I'm not calling him back. I'm not calling him back to be attacked. The first half of the stream was great. The second 20 minutes didn't make any sense.